to Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. It's the Ball State Cardinals and the Bowling Green Falcons. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach George before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Cardinals ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense will take the field first. And here comes the sophomore running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work. Him pass pro and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the defense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched in most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
So the Ball State Cardinals offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. Had some big games as well, and David, you know, from a roster standpoint, you're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays, and if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the single back. There's a crease.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Horton. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Cardinals are marching down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The run inside. It's Horton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out. He fell to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
And it's no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their 1st possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Here's a little room there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
Blue 22, blue 20, go!
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple of play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find a way.
You gotta like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. But I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive with a pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This quarterback part of their running game. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Horton. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll start this drive going to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Goes to the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rill will check on his condition.
Break.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Wide 53. Wide 53. Slot. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. Working that left side now.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Trying to get behind the defense. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Red 54. Ready, go.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here.
Ready, go.
Wants to throw it again. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now the pitch.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
To the air on second down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
The Falcons are threatening on first and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Running inside. It's Horton. Got a little grass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. QB draw, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Caught behind the line. It's sharp. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. Makes the grab at the 10. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the penalties.
And I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Down, ready. Shift. Where did he go?
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency. Every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. As we start the third quarter, we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half started in. There he goes down the right side. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
86 bouncing.
Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man across the middle. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
Touchdown, Bowling Green! And they add 6 more to go over that trip to the house.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, what I can see here on the Ball State sidelines, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Finds Zach Grease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
A lot of times on third and long, you're not thinking blitz. You're thinking they're going to sit back in zone and play conservative. They blitz, kind of break tendency, get to the quarterback. He gets the screen off. But, man, great job by this defense. Not just flying upfield, not paying attention, and letting them catch that screen behind him. That's a big stop on third and long.
Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target, and as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He's past the 30.
And you've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The run inside. It's Horton. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what protocol and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making their situation really good on the next down.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, get ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Rides the back and leaves it.
many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
The play action fake. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Running it. There's some room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gridley. Got enough space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some bounce, but they can pick up yards in chunks.
Give him 6. Touchdown, BG.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this offense is going to get back in the football game. Those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and running the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pass to 45. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
The
there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He'll try it again. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. When you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete, now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. And as they get him to the ground, running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. All right, so we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Red 18,
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown Cardinals. Into the end zone for 6.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bowling Green sidelines, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Blue 22, blue 22. Where did he go?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Horton. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ball State. Great job by the back on the option.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Finds a man on the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The keeper on the option. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down.
Ready? Black 18. Black 18.
Direct snap. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Looking to throw for it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Maybe picked up a couple of these down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Over the middle, it's Smith. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading.
Caught, and he's got room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
Hey, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game looking good.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Run inside. It's Thompson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. Inside the 30. Inside the... He takes it in. Touchdown, Falcon.
What a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He'll heave it deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Cardinals will snap it on first and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge...
He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, looking to pass. Going for it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clay. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Ready. Red 44, ready, go.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down.
14. Go.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.
And that's the best formation you practice every single week because you know the ball game is over. We just did enough to get it done. Just watch it tick down to 0 and enjoy the dub.
Go.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.